So let's roll the tape of when a man named Tom Turcich came into our studio. This was April of 2015, wow, when he set out to walk around the world. Can't believe, gosh, it's been 7 years.
And at that time, the Haddon Township native told us that he wanted to embark on this trip after the death of his friend, Anne Marie. His goal was to walk across 7 continents by 2020. And he walked the world to become more immersed in unknown places and be forced into different adventures day after day. And then along his journey, while he was in Texas, he adopted a dog named Savannah. And her company made the journey even sweeter. And together, they did it. They got it done.
Tom is here 7 years later. Hi, Tom.
Hey.
Hello.
You tired?
Yeah, I could use a break.
And Savannah looks as if, is it a she?
A she, yeah.
That she's tired too. What a beautiful dog, though. So remind us about Anne Marie. You told me about her 7 years ago.
Yeah.
She died at 16?
Yeah, she was 16. It was just sort of a freak accident. It's just a good friend that I grew up with, and when she passed, it was very impactful for me, where I realized that I could go just as quickly.
Sure.
And then, yeah, when I thought about what I wanted in life, I wanted adventure, I wanted to travel, and walking around the world.
Well, I got to admit, Tom, 7 years ago when we met in the studio, and when you left, congratulations, good luck. I never thought you would pull this off. Not in 5 years or 10 years, but you did it in 7 years. There was a big hiccup because you got sick.
Yeah, I got very sick. Caught a bacteria infection somewhere in South America, and laid me up all through like the fall of, I guess it would have been 2016, but it kind of worked out because I was able to watch the whole Super Bowl season.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So you say it's worth it?
Yeah, it worked out for me.
So it got so bad you came back to stay with your parents?
Yeah.
And
I lost about 45 pounds
Wow.
and was just in agony all the time, and eventually an antibiotic started working. But yeah, it laid me up for a while, and then obviously COVID happened, you know, and that laid me up in Azerbaijan. And
did you think about not going back out?
No, it was never a question. It
Wow.
was, yeah.
It was just when?
Yeah, it was just when, yeah. As soon as I could get ready, then I was ready to go out. But yeah, build up the strength, and then as soon as I could, got back to the road.
And talk about strength. How many miles a day then would you average on this journey?
Probably when I'm probably walking 24 miles a day. But there's stretches when I was in Peru or in Chile, and we're walking through the desert, that we would do like 30 miles a day to kind of get through a longer stretch of nothing.
I know it's impossible to answer this. Okay, pick out one highlight. Where were you in the world?
Yeah, there's a lot. Obviously, the one that comes to mind is when Savannah and I were crossing the Andes from Chile to Argentina. We're at about 15,000 feet for like 5 days, and it was very exhausting. There's nothing up there. We're up in the Altiplano, so only salt lakes. I had to carry all my water with me. Was totally exhausted, and when we were about 20 miles from the nearest town, I just collapsed into the sand because I was so tired. But I remember laying there, and Savannah came and sat next to me, and it kind of afforded me this opportunity to take in how far I'd come over these 2 years of walking and pushing my body to the limit, and really feeling like I was on an adventure. So that's the one that probably sticks out.
After traveling all 7 continents, do you feel good about the world? Are we in a good place?
Yeah, you know, people are good. People are good everywhere. People are really nice. And I think what it comes down to is just if there's good systems or not. Because people, all they really want is to make a little money and then hang out with their family. And that's universal. And they try and do good. But there's got to be good systems in place to allow it.
So you're part of an elite club, because how many people have done this before?
I'll be the 10th.
You'll be the 10th. But when it comes to Savannah here, Savannah's really getting comfortable.
She is the only
dog to do this.
The only one, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so now that you've accomplished this, like, what do? You can't just get a desk job after this, right? Like, you're not just going to...
No, I don't think I could do a 9 to 5 at this point.
Yeah.
No, the plan is to write a memoir. Yeah, I'll be sending out something. And,
and then my other question is, for us, when we're done with work, we want to go on vacation. Where are you going to vacation? You've been everywhere.
Yeah,
so where are you going
there's
to
some
pick?
places I gotta explore.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some places I wasn't able to get to Mongolia like I wanted to. Wasn't able to get to Australia. So
all right,
there's
some places
still.
On the list.
Yeah, I got the list.
Great to see you.
Great to see you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Still ahead. Let's go party.
Yes, Aquamero, which is at the Ritz in Philadelphia on Broad Street, they're opening up a rosé garden. And I'm going to take you there live at 9 o'clock. And I'll tell you why. This might be where you want to go to beat the heat.